And their relationship to incarceration, crime, and illiteracy go together like a hand and glove in a vicious cycle of recidivism. Crime is the tool, but illiteracy is the vehicle that guarantees us a free ride back to prison. Crime is the tool, but illiteracy is the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So illiteracy is driving us right back into debt, incarceration, and recidivism.
Yeah, it's
That's
that
what is
motivating
driving us.
force.
That's the vehicle. So
Mm-hmm.
when somebody so now when somebody say, man, you in the vehicle
And
of
to stand
illiteracy.
still is to die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be repeating a vicious cycle of old behavior or old thinking that's causing you to not be able to grow and develop.
Right.
Okay, and it's referred to in the black and white as a gang banging mentality,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
refusing to accept anything outside of what you know.
Yeah. A
And
syndrome
if
of
I remember
motivation.
correctly, in the black and white, it speaks about those not being able to come out of the mind state of the 60s and 70s or 70s and 80s, something to that
They
effect.
can't,
Yeah,
they
60s and
can't,
70s.
they 70s, it's the 60s from, they can't distinguish the 60s from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? That's in the common sense approach. They stuck in the
Mhm.
60s mindset, this gang bangers mindset, not realizing, man, that we in the 1980s. You stuck in the
Mhm.
1960s in the 60s mindset. So now we also got to understand too. The new concept came on in 1981, right? So that means that mindset was going from the 60s all the way through the 70s, like Midnight just said, into
Mhm.
1981.
Yeah. And look at where we're at today. We in 2022. We in the 41st year of the new concept. 41st year.
And we still got people who don't even understand the basics. The basics meaning the foundation. And what is our foundation? The
Love,
six.
life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
We got
Yeah.
people who don't even understand that. They don't understand the basics of what we are about. And we in 40. We just the 41st year of the new concept. People, it's difficult for a lot of us to break down the the creed,
Yeah.
the I pledge, the we pledge, the preface. It's difficult for people to break these things down because a lot of us are functional illiterates.
Yeah.
We stuck. Oh boy, oh how we are stuck. But you know what
Yeah.
we're gonna do? We're gonna unstick us.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're gonna
I have to ask
unstick
this
us.
question, TP. Is some individuals who claim the title, and this is not a shot at anybody or anything of that nature, just the reality of the world we live in. It's some people that claim the title of the organization and they haven't seen or read the blueprint. They haven't seen, read, or studied any of the black and white,
Right.
but they still verbally profess being members of growth and development in some shape, form, or fashion.
Well, let me ask you
Right.
this here question,
Or they
brother.
may claim that, I hate to say it this way because I don't like how it sounds. So that's a personal thing that I have.
Mhm.
They're gangster disciples under the concept of growth and development, but don't deal with the blueprint or the black and white, which to me makes no sense. I think that's a form of illiteracy,
So let me ask you a
Right.
but
question.
I know that exists out there in this world.
If you don't
Yeah.
understand what you are about, right? This is just a question. I'm just asking you a question because you weren't here when we went through this here. And based how you answer this question is where I'm gonna have to go to get you to show you the facts of what I'm saying. If you don't understand what you are about, right? Is your membership in question?
Yeah. But allow me to elaborate a little bit on something. There are individuals who, for example, we as growth and development, we do community outreach, right?
Yeah.
And we have individuals that are doing community outreach and saying that they believe in the vision and they follow the vision because they're doing community outreach, but they don't deal with the teachings at all.
Watch this here now, bro. Watch this. Let's go back to this here. We go into the
Mm-hmm.
awareness session, July the 14th, 1982, awareness session, right? And it's speaking upon the objectives. It says a group of peoples organized around the idea of reaching common objectives is called an organization. What is our common objectives? Can I get an answer? What are our common objectives?
Our purpose.
Forgive me because my volume is kind of low. I'm trying to get the volume up, so bear with me.
What is our purpose?
Growth and development.
That's our common objective. Without that unity that comes from having a common purpose, that same group of peoples qualify as a mob, gang, etc. Therefore, it is essential that each member realize the objectives of the group. Know what it is that inspires the need for unity. And what it is that binds them one to the other. Otherwise, their membership becomes questionable. Their membership becomes questionable. I'm not saying this here. I'm only living in the vision. So if the black and white is saying this here, then that's what I believe.
Right.
So if you can't tell me nothing about what you are about and you are not standing on the teachings of what this organization is about just because you go do some community service, that's just a part of it. That's the social development aspects of it. That's not all of it.
Yeah.
You just doing social development. And it's a lot of people in society doing social development. It's a lot of people doing that. So we have to understand these things, man. And we got to call a spade a spade.
Yep.
I'm not finna miss no words with you because a lot of people say, man, I ain't got no filter. Man, I got a filter. But I don't have no filter for no nonsense. I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody about no nonsense. I ain't finna do none of that. It's strictly about the business and the business only with me. I'm going to direct you on where you need to be at. If you can't take the time to sit down to learn about what we are about and to ask intelligent questions, then I ain't got the time to be dealing with you, man.
Right.
Now, if you really trying to learn, I'm gonna teach you.
So
and you can
that
teach
goes
me.
back to our motto: nobody should wait on anybody, for everybody should be somebody.
No, you got the concept of it. Nobody will be waiting on anybody, but everybody will be somebody.
Got you.
Nobody will be waiting on anybody, but everybody will be somebody.
Right.
That's our motto.
With that, you can only be somebody if you take initiative to act on the knowledge that you have with the proper understanding.
That's right.
Yeah, because initiative is a self-reliant enterprise.
Based on what you do.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. A self-reliant enterprise, which means that initiative is not sparked by someone outside of yourself. It's that's within the self that must manifest on its own.
That's right.
It's the individual.
I can't give you I can't make you have no initiative.
Nope.
What is complacency? What is complacency?
The suppression of initiative.
No, complacency is the absence of initiative.
I'm thinking of apathy. That's my fault.
Apathy is the suppression of initiative, meaning that you know you had initiative, but you purposely suppressing it. You know what to do, but you sitting back just refusing to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, which brings me to another piece of information that we have that's called We the Willing.
We the willing, led by the knowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little that we are not qualified to do almost anything without nothing at all.
Is having the initiative to not just do what's needed, but follow those who know what needs to be done in whatever area that is.
We the willing, led by the knowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful.
Yeah.
So that would fall up under the organizational structure as well. Because as an individual subordinate to the organization.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to this then. Okay, what part of the organization structure you want to talk about? You say when it comes to the organization, the individual is subordinate to the organization.
All right, right there. Right there.
Okay.
That would be the willing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what's the next article?
The minority is subordinate to the majority.
Okay, that would be led by the knowing.
Led by the knowing.
Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to make sure that my brain was in the right spot with this information.
Yep.
Because a lot of times, and I'm going to use myself as an example. I may think that I have the better idea, but I'm merely an individual. The collective may see something that I don't see. So in that moment, I have to learn to be willing. And I'm just speaking for myself. I don't mind calling myself out on my own mess.
But let's check this
self accountability first.
Check this out. What if
and I know, and I'm gonna be truthful with you. I come from a time of gangsterism, and that's the gangster in me that kind of is abrasive sometimes, for lack of a better term.
But now, this is what good leaders do. Good leaders get the smartest peoples in the room around them.
Yep.
That's what good leaders do. Because they understand that they have to have these peoples with these special knowledge and special skills to get the things done. That's what good leaders do. They rely on the peoples around. They rely on their generals. This is where we at, man, as an organization. So we go back over here to the blueprint. It says, if we continue to do nothing about our level of illiteracy, about our inability to compete successfully in the job market, about our inability to display the proper conduct during job interviews, and in most cases, our inability to communicate the skills we do have, the results are obvious. Without a doubt, we will return to what we know best. Crime.
Yep.
Crime. That's what we're going to be doing all our lives. We can't do a job interview. Then when we get in there, we get into a job, we don't have the ability to bring others in to help them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Those who truly want the help and trying to do right,
Yep.
See, cause sometimes you just can't bring anybody in just because they run their credit card to you and say, hey, here's my growth and development, or here's my GD card. You know what I'm saying? To try to get, all right, yeah, bro, I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? So freedom means to free your dome. The Mr. Tough guy who refuses to humble himself because he fears that humbleness will make him appear weak is a prisoner of his fears. The Mr. Know-it-all who refuses to be wrong because admitting his wrong may make him appear unintelligent is a prisoner of his own inadequacy.
Yep.
Or the Mr. Importance who feels that he must be the center of attraction. Is this attraction? Or the topic of the day in order to be accepted in a prison of his desires to be recognized.
Yep.
The blueprint is designed to help us The blueprint is designed to help us overcome the Mr. Tough Guy image by humbling ourselves to the call of wisdom. Overcome the Mr. Know-it-all image by admitting our needs for more learning and a higher education, and overcome the Mr. Important image by realizing that recognition comes only through achievement.
Achievement. Mm-hmm.
The freedom is not gained. That freedom is not gained by merely getting out of prison. Rather, we must view true freedom as a lifelong struggle for growth and development.
Development. Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the blueprint of a new concept is about growing and developing towards true freedom. With this in mind, this book was written with the utmost importance of making society aware, involved, and informed of what our struggle is about. It does not matter if we are behind walls or on the streets. Our struggle is one of growth and development.
Right.
That's it.
Yep.
Mr. Roderick L. Emery Sr., 9/23, 1995.
Yep.
That's what it's about. Our struggle is one of growth and
And
development.
development. Yep.
I be hearing some guys be saying something about they a gangster by this and a disciple by, man, you don't get somewhere. All right, bro. Yeah, okay. I don't even be responding to a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just hear him and keep moving, you know.
Yep.
But the truth of the matter is, man, do you truly believe in the true essence of growth and development?
Right.
That's the
And
true, that's the question.
that's the key to it all. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
believe?
You know, that's it. You know, so you know, so this has been a great topic, man. And I hope that we have touched on some things, man, and can help other people's, man, understand where they are at in their own lives, and where they need to be at.
Yeah. I think it's going to help. It's going to help everybody. You know, it's going to help all people. You know, to understand who we are, what we believe in, what we stand against, and what our teachings are really truly based on.
And this
Not the
is
stuff
just the
that they see
beginning.
on TV.
That's right. And this is just the beginning.
Yes, it
Because we're
is.
back, baby. We're back. We are back. You know what I'm saying? So let's get ready to go on this journey. Let's get ready. We gonna lace you up with all the teachings that you possibly need, man, in order to understand this organization. We're gonna break it down to the lowest common denominator. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Yep.
So my brother Midnight, do you have any parting shots?
Man, I just want to say, I'm grateful. And I count it a privilege and an honor to be a part of growth and development. Um, and to just be able to take what I've learned and be able to help somebody else grow and develop. You know, um, and this is what this is all about. You know, each one teach one.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, so if we are going to be the ones teaching the rest of us, we have to be living what we teach because we are a reflection of the leaders, the ones who came before us, who evolved to a high level of growth and development. So with that, what I'm saying, love to all my brothers and sisters, man. I am willing to accept responsibility for you, and I am willing to share responsibility with
Much love, bro. Peace, bro. So I want to say this. I want to thank the brother Midnight, the brother Blayland for coming on, man, and sharing their knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, with us tonight. Um, I want to thank all the brothers and sisters, man, of this glorious organization, man, for the work that you are putting in on a daily basis, man. For all those who truly believe in the true concept and ideology of organization, I give my sincerest honors to you. I give my honors to all the men and women who have participated in these the holidays and helping the homeless and doing all the pass outs and everything that you're doing. So thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Peace.